light blue Chevy held the heat with packed up bags and fishing gear. I stuck against the plastic seat and watched the city disappear. The smell of Brylcreem in his hair, the window cracked to catch the breeze. My father drove with steady care toward the granite and the trees. Past rolling fields of summer hay, up Highway 11 long and straight, to leave the asphalt miles away and trade them for a wooden gate. A clearing carved beneath the pines where 8 or 10 plain cabins stood, set up on rustic cinder blocks built raw of winterized dark wood. No modern comfort from the town, we came to rough it on the shore. A rusty spring would drag it round, a sudden bang of that screen door. The pink rock warmed our naked feet, the dark lake washed the dust of town. A wooden dock rented we before the mansions settled down. Inside, Mom unpacked every crate with groceries hauled from city stores, a small plain stove to warm the core, an icebox weeping on the floor. She chipped the frost from that small box to keep the milk and butter cold, and treat 4 boys and 1 small girl to breakfast worth their weight in gold. Those little multi-cereal packs, 8 single boxes in a row, where each could claim his morning prize before we grabbed the oars to go. 4 brothers in a wooden boat to pull across the Glass-Still Bay, to breach an island's secret woods and chase the morning miles away. We'd hike across the pine needle floor to find the far side's granite ledge, then leap through sunlit open air right off that dizzy rocky edge, down deep into the tea-dark cold to wash the summer dust of town. A wooden dock, a rented week before the mansions settled down. Then Dad would load us in the craft, a low open hull with little weight, a small horse motor humming slow as all 5 lines hung down with bait. We threaded worms with patient hands and watched the plastic bobbers ride in search of pickerel, trout, or bass along the weed bed's shadowy side. The strikes were few, the hours long, yet once the tip bent low and flat, we hauled aboard an ugly prize, a whiskered catfish, fierce and fat. The amber dusk would quiet down the ruffled surface of the bay, a single paddle dipped and pulled to drift along the close of day. The evening light in ribbons stretched across the copper-tinted floor, while shadows lengthened from the pines to shroud the granite on the shore. A sharp wild cry would pierce the gloom, the sudden tremolo and dive, a solitary northern loon that kept the silent lake alive. We gathered round the crackling stone with sharpened sticks and roasting coals to char the wieners, brown the sweets, simple song, with ghost tales told by firelight, to keep the darkness sweet and long. No gated lawns, no hum of wealth, no glassed-in palaces of crown, just living water, kin and smoke before the mansions settle down. The light blue Chevy held the heat, with packed up bags and fishing gear. I stuck against the plastic seat and watched the city disappear. The smell of Brylcreem in his hair, the window cracked to catch the breeze. My father drove with steady care toward the granite and the trees, past rolling fields of summer hay, up Highway 11 long and straight, to leave the asphalt miles away and trade them for a wooden gate. No gated drives or glassed-in walls, no polished teak upon the bay, just screen doors slamming in the halls, and sunlit water miles away. The pink rock warmed our naked feet, the dark lake washed the dust of town, a wooden dock, a rented week, before the mansions settled down.